Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon and welcome to another planning video. It's still the beginning of the new year, 2025, and so I am just hitting all these planning and planner ideas hard because I'm trying to get off on the right foot here in this new year. So while I love my project planner, I love my three ring binder planner, and I love my weekly, monthly agenda / planner, there is one thing that these two things cannot do, and that is help me take advantage of pockets of time that are small. These can't help me figure out what to do when I am at a loss for what to do. And sometimes these two planning tools, can't help me when I'm feeling overwhelmed because there's so much I have to do. There's so many different steps. So there is one more thing that I've introduced to my planning tools, and it is very, very simple. It is a notepad. Now, I buy these by the pack. I think you can get them 6 to 8, maybe sometimes 10 in a pack. I get them at the local office supply store because they're relatively cheap there, but I'm sure you can find them on Amazon. And this is gussied up a bit. I used a little washi tape, and something that I find at my local thrift store all the time are these sticker books. People buy them and pay big bucks for, well, actually for when they have good intentions, but rarely do they use them all up. And so their tossaways, or whatever they toss aside, I am so happy to pick up for a buck or two. And then I just use it to gussy up my little notepad. But what do I do with this notepad? First of all, I just literally write down every single little task that I can think of that I need to do in order to move the needle forward on my goals, or to take care of things at home, or my responsibilities. This little notepad houses everything from my job, the tasks I do as a curriculum writer. I work part-time as a curriculum writer at home. As a mom, my children are now 18 and 19, but they still live at home, and I'm still guiding them and helping them on a daily basis. I'm also a caregiver to one of our sons. He is 18, but he has many special needs, so I'm constantly managing and taking care of things in terms of paperwork, shuffles, taking him to doctors, so on and so forth. And also, I have lots of personal goals. And so there are a lot of tasks that I need to get out of my brain. Our brain is not a storage locker, right? So we shouldn't use it as one. So I need to get all those different tasks down into one location, on one piece of paper or on one notepad. It doesn't matter how trivial those tasks are. I get as granular as I possibly can, because then when I do sit down to plan out, my days or my week at a time, I can look at my task list and I can transfer some of those tasks into where I'm going to fit them in the week, or what I'm going to do each day. Sometimes, though, I might find that I'm not in a mood to be productive. For whatever reason, I'm having a hard time actually getting up and moving. Who hears me there? I'm lacking motivation. But I know that I need to do something, because oftentimes, if we're lacking motivation, the very best thing we can do is something, right? Get that proverbial ball rolling, so that you can get into a flow state and actually get things done. Because honestly, when we start to do things and we start to be productive, that actually builds, momentum and motivation. It will help us keep going because it feels good to get stuff done. So I find that when I'm in that place, I just grab this notepad and I scan it. I'm like, okay, what can I get done in the little amount of time that I have? Or what can I get done that is a small task but will still move the needle forward? And the other thing I like about this notepad, in addition to my project planner, which is my 3-ring binder, and my time planner, my agenda, my spiral bound planner, is the binder helps me plan and manage my projects. My agenda or my spiral bound planner helps me manage my time. My notepad helps me manage individual tasks that may or may not be related. And so I just love the fact that, what is it? It's almost a trifecta, right? This is my triforce of productivity. It helps me mentally maintain everything it is I have to do so I don't feel like I'm going to drop the ball anywhere. And it's also a great size because I can just slip inside either my agenda, or it can go inside my planner, my binder, or I can just literally put this in my purse. Oftentimes I'll put a piece of tied elastic here to hold the paper down. Probably should have showed you that. But I find that this is relatively new list because I just made it a couple days ago. But if you put a little piece of elastic on the bottom here, it'll keep the pages down and keep them from getting all ratty if you throw it in your purse. Because you know what? This pad takes a beating, and that's okay because it's cheap. In fact, you see across the top, I'm constantly, as I complete everything on the list, I cross it off, which feels great and looks good. It makes me feel like, okay, I am making progress. And then when a whole page is completed, I get to rip it off and recycle it. So yeah, that messy top there, that's just evidence of everything I've already done. The only thing, or actually I should say there's 3 things I look for in picking out these notepads. And when I find something that works for me, I stock up. Like I said, I buy this in a shrink wrap set of pads at my local office supply store, specifically Office Depot. And this is actually a cane sugar based, it's a plant-based, not tree, it's plant. But, okay, so the 3 things I look for. I like wide ruled. Big surprise if you've watched any of my other videos. So you can see right here how wide. This is not a narrow ruled. Heads up, if you're looking for wide ruled, it may also be called legal ruled because legal rule is also wider than a narrow or a college rule. So, yeah, good to know. The other thing I look for is size. Now this is not quite, well, this page is half size. This is 8.5 by 5.5. So you can see that it's a smidge smaller than that on the edges here, specifically in width. It's a little smaller than height, but you know, it's close enough for me because I'm looking for something, again, that fits easily in my purse, is easy for me to carry around should I need it. And last but not least, I'm always looking, let me push this aside, I'm always looking for a very sturdy top. I don't want to be having to lug a little clipboard with me everywhere. Sure, it might be cute because I can throw a pen on there, but that's just more bulk to add to my purse or to my writing bag. It's just one more thing to deal with. I would much rather look for a heavy, thick, good weighted back so that it's sturdy. It's going to take a beating and it's easy for me to write on. So there you have it. Notepad, simple notepad. Why I use it, what I look for, and how it serves me in addition to my planner and my weekly agenda. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I invite you to subscribe for more videos on planning, practical insights, and how to make your life better in general. I'm Shannon, and thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.